I hope you find this evening and you have a nice evening for your case. If it is evening like my time in Kenya, it is now 7:34. For those of you whose country gives you a different time, all right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, 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 and I hope you find reaction continues. Hey, so today I made a video about my own routine, some few things, I'm yet to learn how to do, that is, do full videos for myself. Hicho kitambani kichafu. It's supposed to be washed. Nimeshika chemical ya sabuni hapo. All right, so I am so tired, by the way, today. Up and down, running up and down, running up and down. And not easy, right? Today I was in blue. Blue, blue, blue. All right? I was fully in blue. Fully in blue. That was my attire today. You see? Okay. So, you will be possibly seeing my shorts. When I'm doing shorts, I normally pick some part of the videos. And of course, I'll be doing some dancing for, that is Facebook professional. Because I'm really working hard on both YouTube and Facebook professional. And I know there are a lot of reactors, but guys, just spend some few minutes and watch me. All right? And I'll be so appreciative with your presence here. So welcome, welcome. Let's go for it. I've been working on soap. I made a lot of soap because it has to be used both here and elsewhere. And I really had to take a lot of time. Also did our vegetables and much more. Some little washing, after school. That is what I had to do, preparation of lunch and all that. And I feel a bit tired. I think also because I was putting on high heel shoes, which I'm not used to. But it is what it is. So let's go for the reaction on Nyabo Hanse. Nyabo Hanse never lets us down. They have drama after drama, drama after drama, right? So today we've got so many dramas, and of course some of them are emanating from yesterday. Of course, you remember MRIMI. MRIMI has become a wife abuser, okay? If you have watched David Jr.'s video, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's start from elsewhere. So the first part where we'll cover is family time at Grandma's place. The entire family, I don't know whether Concret's mom was also there, but Marwa, Dimwango, David Jr., Rosho had to come and make content, the house show. All right? And I was just asking myself, because I listened to Masubo yesterday, and he was indicating that Marwa has been doing content and then placing a strike. I don't know how true this is, because if he's placing a strike, how comes the brothers and sisters make the same content with him? I don't know. Does he prevent only Daniel, while on the other hand, he allows content for David Jr. to be okay? That's my question. Ghost Dance always says, you want support and you don't want to give back. Why? It's because you only give what you have. If you don't have, how do you give? You receive first, then you can give, okay? Ghost Dance, if you have dollars, please support me. Then one day I'll support another person, all right? Because currently, I don't have what to support. So what do I give to anyone? Hey, something there to mock you. Some people just come there to remind you that you don't have to do this and do this, Have they supported me? Ghost Dance. Who has supported me in what? Tell me, elaborate on that, because that name really, it's really ghosting. Anyway, let's go to the content and build up. And for anybody who can do a super slap, kindly do so. Yeah, those who can do super slap, kindly do so. Those who can support, kindly do so. All right. Ghost dance, ask others, because I normally go back to check on whether you've subscribed and I subscribe, okay? But if I don't see your subscription, then it's very difficult for me to actually go back and check your channel, right? So you don't have to keep complaining over here that you have supported and I don't give back. You know, even the people I watch, all of them don't watch me for real. Because if you like my content, you don't have to keep complaining that I'm not supporting. Once I begin liking your content, then I'll keep watching also your content. So don't keep complaining. Even if you label me as you just for yourself, no problem. In fact, the Bible says you love your neighbors, you love yourself. So you begin by loving yourself first before you can love another person, okay? So generally, even when I'm doing content and I don't have sometimes even time, I watch what I will use in what I'm doing, and then there are people whom I always see on my channel. Once I see you like 10 times consistently, I'll always go back and watch your content. But when you pop once and complain and go back, I don't know how you think I would really go back, because it means for you, it's like you are laying a trap. You are watching me laying a trap that I should watch you, you know? So all I do for me to support others, once I see they have come to my channel, I always go back and check, and especially when they notify me that you have subscribed. But if you see I'm not going to check, maybe I don't have a notification to show me that you have subscribed or something, or else at the end of the day I normally check and then see and go on to it. Because like chatting and now starting this kind of messages is not very friendly. It's a poor way of communication. In fact, the best way is on comment section than a chat. Because on chat, I'm looking at the same time I'm making content. So it is very difficult for me, even after I finish this live stream, I'll not see these chats. If you are a content creator, you understand, okay? So the best way to communicate is to use to go to the comment section and comment, and then someone will see. But when you comment on the chat, you know very well as a content creator that when I finish the live stream, they disappear. And once they disappear, I'm unable to actually go back and check what you are there. So please do a comment on the comment section, not on the chat. And then at least that one will remind me. And you don't say you are also just for yourself. You kindly say that kindly support me. That is what I normally do to people when I'm requesting for their help. I don't say you are just for yourself, you ask people to support and you don't support. That is more of a complaint. And complaints are not the best way to communicate. I believe so. I hope you've got it, Ghost Dance, because in content creation, of course, we are looking for support from others and we need to support them. But then, even how we communicate to other people really matters. It really matters because on comment section, you normally can read those comments once you get time. But on chat, you can never. They disappear immediately after the video. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, so once you begin following somebody's channel, then you can be, especially if the content is what you prefer. Because sometimes I have even subscribers who have subscribed to this channel, but I feel they don't watch my content. That is the unfortunate bit. A subscription alone is not enough. If someone subscribes to a channel and then they don't watch at all, it doesn't make sense. Because at the end of the day, like I don't know, I've really struggled with watch hours. Up to now, I have a deficit of almost 300 and about 60 watch hours. Yet the subscribers are almost 2,500. What does that mean? It is clear that out of the percentage of those who have subscribed, very few watch my content, and that is why we'll find that my watch hours are not even coming to add me to complete the monetization demand. Okay, so you go slow. Don't stress yourself and feel like yeah, when people in your comment, you don't visit same way, I don't know what. So it's like you are confusing me so that I don't focus on my content and do the reaction. I only go and continue to do what? I continue to like comment on your chat. I don't know. Okay. uh, okay. If you watched my entire video, did you make a comment? Because for those who make comments, I normally check. I remember recently I subscribed to Angela. I subscribed to other 10 people because they kept commenting on my videos saying, well, you have done good. But I swear, I've not seen any of a comment from Ghost Dance at all. I've not seen. That is why I've not been able to maybe follow up or do something. Okay. Anyway, let's continue with the reaction because we are already 11 minutes down the line and I've not done even the reaction I wanted to. So guys, for those who watch Nyabohanse, the travel commander, let's go onto it. And the specific thing is that that we saw a lot of, video making here. And my question was just simple. I saw Masubo commenting and saying that, we've had a problem on Daniel's channel, Daniel Mite, that his channel is not being monetized because whatever videos he does, YouTube is considering as if it is a kind of, copyright, so he has strikes. And I'm like, I'm waiting to see if that is true. Okay. Ghost and says, bye, just need to do what I say to do. Okay. So true host, that's what I'm telling about. That I'm telling you about. I'm not saying me. So who exactly sent you so that I know? Because I've made comments on a lot of people's videos. I've watched a lot of people made comments, and so it is what it is. This is the world of YouTube anyway. The world of content creation generally. Sometimes you'll be blamed, sometimes you'll be appraised. It is what it is, That is human nature. So let's continue with this. And to say the reality, sometimes even the people we watch don't necessarily watch you. That's what I've realized. Because they come only once, they pop once, they disappear totally. They come once, they disappear. So that is the world, and I understand it fully. But as for me, even when no one is watching, I keep making the live stream up to the end. Because if I've targeted to do 1 hour live stream, I'll not stop because no one is watching. I'll continue up to the end. And I think you can see that my videos attest to that reality. Anyway, so here we are. Okay?
You see this wall?
Here we
It's
are.
longer than my wall. Yeah. And you know what made me have this longer wall like this? That tree owner. We wanted it to be part of the compound.
Oh, yeah, it's
because
so good.
It's so beautiful. I knew if I don't put it inside the compound, and I'll tell Grandma, because of my honor of building this home, they should never cut that tree.
Yeah.
It should represent me. Most of the trees, they are natural trees.
Even
because,
this one.
Because the
olden days, this place.
This area here, we didn't want people cutting trees. You know, this place used to be forest.
Major thick forest.
Thick. You could meet all monkeys, big snakes here. Pythons. I even let people here.
Yes, hello everyone.
Yes.
Yes, baby.
Yes, guys.
How are you guys? We are good. We just passed by. We are from border.
Okay.
The student said, let's pass down here.
Okay. All right. Ghost Dance is still giving us schooling. I don't know. Whoever sent you Ghost Dance, you can comment for them. Because if there is someone who watches me and they are complaining, let me know who they are so that I see whether they really watch me. Because the reality is that there are very few people who watch me from the beginning of the video up to the end. Some people just come for 1 minute and they disappear. That is the reality. And I didn't want this video to turn into a complaint from me or for whoever, because the reality is sometimes when you're watching people, you don't watch because they watched you. I think the best way to watch is watching because you really like what they are doing. But if you just watch because they watch you, you will just switch off after 2 minutes. And that is what I see a lot on my channel. People come for 1 minute and disappear. And that has not helped me to grow even my channel. Because if you watch for 1 minute and disappear, and I'm doing a live stream for 1 hour, it does not really help a lot. That is the reality. But there are those who really watch me even 40 minutes. That one really helps a lot. And I really appreciate, and I go back and watch them, you know. So thank you, Ghost Dance, for your comments. But whoever has a problem, they can do comments on the comment section. Ahmad Cooking, hello. Today I'm at home, I'm not at school. I'm doing a video from the house, a reaction for that case. You know very well I do lessons, I do vlogs on personal life. I also do vlogs when I'm traveling, and I also do now reactions. So currently I'm doing a reaction towards Nyabohanse. Of course, just traveling through what they do and commenting whether it's good or not, you know. And sometimes just getting amazed and surprised about what is going about, and that is it. Okay, so
This one is. They're just traditional veg. Saga. The win of faith. I remember Mara told me, like where we are building, we make sure that we are ready to cover it up because the rain, it's not on our side because anytime it can come. Yeah. Yes. Because yesterday it started drizzling during the night. Yeah. Or didn't you realize that? Yeah, I realized because.
yeah, so I saw Dagi. Dagi has finally come to help on the wall. He was not there actually to do the construction of the house, but he has finally turned out to do the wall. Okay, and let's see this.
What they think about this house.
The wall has finally come up, regardless of some people having told Marwa not to do it. He decided to go for it. Remember, according to us, we think that Marwa realized that this is one of the places he has been harvesting a lot of views, okay? So he would not stop, regardless of the people having recommended otherwise, okay? Now, here the family does a lot of content there. So you realize that David Jr. finally came here. Thank you, Ghost Dance. Thank you. So David Jr. had to really come to this place and make some content. Dagi is there doing some construction finally on the wall, because I was not seeing him during the construction of the house. Ahmed Cooking is saying, have you been to Brands? To Brands as in physically? No, I don't come from Nyabohanse, so I cannot go. I've not been able to go to Brands. But then I'm just looking at the entire family of Marwa doing a lot of content right there. And I'm like, okay, it is family time at Brands place, okay? Because we had to see Ahmad Cooking. I am from a different zone of Kenya. Because I'm in Kenya, yes, but I'm not from Nyabohanse. Nyabohanse is just one of the villages in Kenya. Kenya is a very wide place, and you saw recently, Ahmed, you don't seem to be watching my vlogs, especially recently I was coming from Kitale to Eldoret, okay? So, of course, I stay in Kitale, but I operate in different zones at different times, depending on what I want to do. and what I'm focused at, okay? So I'm not from Nyabohanse for me to have been able to visit Brian's place. I just do through reaction on videos, watch what is happening and recommend or comment about it. Just like I would read somebody's book even from Asia, Australia, then, try to check on it. Oh, so you've not even subscribed to the channel? Oh, thank you. Because most of the times during the day, I do live streams for my lessons. Why? Some people are surprised. They were saying, why do you do live stream in class? And I was like, why not? Because one thing about classes is that they are memories. And in fact, most of my students, they normally go back and do the assignments from there. So that's why I prefer to do the live streams as we are learning, so that in case I'm even busy, I can just refer them to check a specific video. In case they are on holiday, they can also check on some of the videos and look through them and see the memories of themselves. So I don't see any problem with that, but some people are finding it a problem and like, what is the problem? Because they really enjoy, the students enjoy, and they find fun in it. Anyway, you can comment on the comment section if you feel different about that. But as for me, I have no problem with it. Okay. But currently I'm just doing a reaction because I watch a lot this family of Ondaris from Nyabohanse, and there is a lot of drama around them. Sometimes they lie about things, sometimes they do some things, sometimes they push so much, sometimes they demand so much from people, sometimes there is bragging aspect, sometimes we have some of them who relate with the people who are not working as such, and then it creates a lot of fuss. So that is why a lot of people are watching them, not just me. A lot of people from even Jamaica, Germany, and other countries, Nigeria. If you check on the internet, you realize that a lot of people are reacting towards Marwa and the sister, the brother, and the likes. And again, Nyabohanse at large has a lot of drama. Even away from Marwa, if you look at Gintu, you look at Masubo, you look at Max, you will not even finish the list. Sometimes I watch and get tired and just stop on the way. And go on with my own stuff. So in fact, today I did two live stream, one about myself, the routine. I was just doing some two activities. I was preparing traditional pumpkin leaf veggies, and then I was also making soap. And also I did an earlier on at school while in class again, because that is what I do most of the time, and that is much of my life during work time, unless things change and I get elsewhere, because life is not about being rigid in one thing, okay? Yeah. So we see Dimango coming from the point of, grandma's, Brian's grandma, and she goes on now to her construction side, and let's see what she tells us.
And I want to say thank you so much for supporting my sister, because I do understand we share the same audience. My people, they support Sister D as well. So it is massive, it is great. These are the marine boards, they're right here. Wow guys, good work on progress. My sister, she's preparing for the slab, you can tell. We are doing good work on progress right now, guys. And thank you all. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for always watching our videos. Thank you for supporting my brother. Thank you for okay guys, so from here, don't mind how this place is, because right now, it's under cultivation. She's trying to prepare her farm, See guys. Yeah, she needs to put
All right, so you actually see what you can see in that video. There was not much, but today I'm focused at even MRIMI also. MRIMI has been walking around with David Jr. for as long as I can know. But then I do not understand why this guy is turning into someone who does not really change for better,
Appreciate. I had a good time with my family, my brother, my sister. My is life, so I'm okay. Just call. with no wall. Without securing the... But I want to try? Yes. I'm telling me, you have my number. Call me in the morning. Guys, it's crazy, but you know, like our culture, if you are firstborn from your family,
That's a reminder for prayer, but I'll do it later. Yeah, so people were so busy making that wall because tomorrow, of course, all of you who watch Nyabohanse, you know that there is a party. There's a party coming up, yeah. There's a party coming up, but I'm checking for this video. You know, I downloaded a lot of videos that I'm supposed to use in my reaction. So just bear with me as we flow by, okay?
Goats, you know, used to have...
Okay. They're big.
No, these are...
So there's this part where I saw MRIMI actually almost,
We were boiling. Now we say,
you know,
richest man around. You used to have 6 security bodyguards.
You know, today Mara told me he's going to surprise me. Now I have to work hard to make...
Look at these ones, guys. Guys, welcome.
It was just, I was just worried that you built such a beautiful house with no wall. Without securing the... Yeah. But now grandma can have a farm inside here,
If
can
she
have
wants.
chicken, can have cows inside here, and they can stay forever without nobody even knowing how many cows she has.
True.
Yes.
It's already going up well. On that side, you can't see it
You can't
inside.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll add 2 causes
Yeah.
all round. Yes.
Guys,
I don't know yet.
it's African behavior here. You have to fence property, but in the US and Europe, you see homes.
House, beautiful from the...
Then in South Africa, Cape Town.
Yeah. You know,
Free life. Guys, it's different here.
yeah, it's very different.
guys, I'm surprised. Does it mean that in the US people don't fence homes? I thought this gated community aspect came from the US. That is something I'm trying to think, and I'm like, I wish the people who are watching would be able to tell me. Is it true from what Marwa is saying that in the US or even the first world countries, people don't fence their homes, they just leave it open? That is something I want to know, because I'm looking at Bididi. P. Diddy's home was quite secured, that people could not easily go in. You know, where did the idea of putting a fence come from? Because in Africa, anciently, people were staying as a family, like even 2 brothers or 3 could stay in one homestead. And they were not really putting a fence. But currently, it has turned so insecure. I think even some of you are hearing what is happening in Nairobi City in Kenya. There's a lot of insecurity, people mugging, people dragging, people, you know, going for people's phones and all that. And it has turned out to be very insecure for most of the people. But I don't think this situation was there long ago. It is a modern concept. And so when Marwa says that it's not an aspect that is and in USA or other places, I'm surprised. I'm quite surprised, because according to me, in my perspective, I normally think that people need fences even in abroad, because once you have what I know in the theories of economy, once you become wealthy, you have something to guard. And I've watched videos whereby we have thieves invading even homes in America. You look at South Africa, there are so many cases of whereby people even come to pretend they are borrowing, and then when you open your door, they invade and even steal from you, rape you. I think I've watched such situations. Are they really created in videos and documentaries without happening on the ground? I've also seen houses in America, for example, when you see documentaries to do with crime documentaries, I've been watching and a lot of homes are fenced. So I don't know when Marwa says with Dimango that most of the homes in America or US, you just build and leave the home. So then even from a distance, you see an entire home. I'm not so sure about it, because I believe the idea of fencing came from developed countries, and especially in theory of economy, they say you seek security when your home has become better. Like the wealthier you become, the more insecure you are, because you feel people will invade your home, they'll come for some things, they will, I don't know. It is what it is. So guys, if you have a different opinion from mine, please comment in the comment section. But if you have similar opinion with mine, then do show a hands up. Just drop a comment and I'll really appreciate. Okay?
Okay. I don't know.
We're gonna take you a tour. I want you also to go home.
Okay.
I give you a tour, you guys. Then now I follow her because I'm very hungry.
Or we could go all together. I
You've
don't
already
know.
done the tour
No, I haven't gone inside.
since the house was built.
No, since you finished the way it is.
You should go.
Okay, guys.
The only time you came was that time that we came.
That time we came together. Yeah.
I am to Peter.
Okay. Yes, guys. Let me.
So you
Let
go
me-
with Peter, ma'am.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, guys. I checked the house the way it is inside, and then that will be it. I never come here since the other day. I came here with the Land Cruiser and sodas.
Now, Marwa had to purport that in the tomorrow's party, they should come with all their vehicles. All their vehicles should be fuel. And I'm like, I hope you're not going to deduct money from the money that is coming for this house. Because all the time Marwa uses, has been transporting, he reminds Daniel that they'll be deducting that money from, the donor's money. That he has to write down all the expenses, including transportation. Okay, I am not against that idea fully of deductions, but then what is the idea of coming with all their vehicles if they'll come and deduct money from the fuel? And remember, this lady does not have a job. And I just don't know where her daughter is. Maybe she will be exposed tomorrow in the party, because since the daughter came back after being sent 3,000 fare, I've not seen anything about it. Anyone who knows, you can let me know, because maybe you watch at different times and you know what happens. So he came about saying that because of the party, they are going to come with all their vehicles, and put them in this home. Okay, so the house opening is finally happening. And unfortunately, Brian has still been at home. He has still been staying at home, and I'm like, Marwa, you are a literate person. You've gone to school. Don't you know that a child who is delinquent requires counseling? They require also to stay in a school, or else when they're at home and they're seeing people just moving about constructing, their ideology of life will be complicated. They'll think that they can be at home and make it in life just by sitting around, constructing a little bit, opening a YouTube channel, making views. Because if he has seen Daniel making it in how many days, 1 month, he already started earning from his channel, from what I heard previously before Mwasubo dropped a bomb. Then how will he be comfortable to go to school and stay there? So these are the things we ask, not because we are annoyed of anything or hate anybody, but we just ask because some of us are dealing with students and we are talking in the shoes of teachers. We understand that a delinquent student needs that time in school. They need to be made to love school. By the way, for those of you who watch my videos in class, when I'm talking to students, I am very friendly to them. Sometimes I ask them, why do you love home so much? And they say, we eat a lot of chapatis, we sleep a lot, it's a go slow, no push-ups. So schools have rules and regulations. Schools have a schedule that will force students to go through strenuous moments, like lesson after lesson. Ashik. Hey, Ashik is saying I'm a sick. Okay, I'm a sick. Oh, so it's not a chic, it's a sick. Welcome, join us, and thank you so much. Like the video. Okay, so the reality is that when you talk to students, even currently, and I'll try that again, if you watch me on Monday, one of the lessons I'll be doing the live stream, I'll just ask students, do you love school or you want to go home? They'll tell me they want to go home. And when I ask them why, they'll say at home we watch movies, we are with the phone, we are on TikToks. Some told me today there is form. There is form. Do you know what it means in Kenya when we say kuna form? Form means, you can roam around, So the less rules at home and that space and that freedom to just do some things that they love. At home also you do what you love. At school, you do what the system wants you to do. Okay? So I'm looking at Brian. Brian is still at home. Week 2 is over. We are going to week 3. And this term is very short. In Kenya, term 3 is only 8 weeks. And the last 2 weeks are for exams and closure. Because teachers have to mark the papers, then the national exams have to start. We have the JSS exam, we have also the grade 6 Gejisea exam, and we have the KCSE, which is being done by the Form 4s. So closure will be early. By the end of October, schools will have been closed. In fact, by 24th of September, no school will be progressing with the lower classes. Only Form 3 and 4s will be at school. So you can imagine, with such a scenario, then now this boy is still at home, and he has been a delinquent boy who does not like school. So activities have been going on in his grandmother's home. Building has been going on. He now understands that you can have a YouTube channel, and if you are lucky enough, you have YouTube followers, subscribers who can be so much quickly coming to your side, and then soon you will be earning. So I don't know how they'll convince him that you can go to school and work hard. I don't know. I'm just waiting and praying that indeed things will happen for him, and indeed he will focus and acquire his education, knowing that it's better to have education than regret than lacking it and lack an opportunity. Ahmad Cooking is saying at home there are less rules, unlike school where there are many rules. Of course, that is the situation, and that is why many students don't like school. Again, at school, the meals there, some of them are not very comfortable. Like schools in Kenya, they feed students on a mixture of beans and maize. A mixture of beans and maize. And they may eat even 3 days of a week. Apart from that, if they improve, again they'll eat rice and beans. Another day, or in the evenings, if it's a boarding school, they eat ugali and cabbage, or ugali and sukuma wiki. And that sukuma wiki is not cooked properly. So of course students will say, like, at least at home I can eat some other vegetables, I can eat other kinds of meals. So they prefer home because the meals at home are better. Again, at home they are shown that love, and they are engaged in activities. They can travel sometimes, and they watch some things. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying that Brian, once he's used to home, he may not be able to actually focus in school. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue. Thank you so much for those who have stayed put, 3 of you. I really appreciate.
Sunday.
Okay, I hope. Yeah.
Sunday, we want grandma to in. Before I take you in, let me take you around.
Okay.
Then I'll take you in. Yes, please.
So that is the house that was finally constructed, though there was a lot of problems here and there, but finally they made it. Bravo to you, brother. No problem, no wahala. Yeah. Only that some subscribers felt like they had been pressured so
Like
much.
to give me a lot of.
Talk out.
Eh?
Okay.
Ajuai kesho ni Mungu. That tuk-tuk is written. Whoever knows tomorrow. Boundary. Grandma and Brian, but
You see, those trees are the
Yeah.
boundary.
yeah.
So grandma decided to actually donate the entire road. Grandma. So this is grandma's house. This one. I told her to sleep. Tomorrow is the last day she's sleeping here.
Yeah,
We've
here,
demolished
guys.
the houses. I don't know if you can see.
Yes, I've seen the houses have been demolished here, like Brian's house.
Brian
He's
already
not here. I can't see it.
Gone and forgotten.
He's at school.
No. He's going to school.
Okay, Maro, me, I'm leaving.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my sister is going. I want to be left with Goko. Give her a small tour because today she has energy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
All right. So in the video, Marwa had to make grandma walk around that she has some energy. I hope indeed she has. And there's no fear as it had been purported early. Because earlier on, Marwa had purported that grandma is afraid of living in that house. I think she is scared and all that. And I was saying this is mediocrity, because how long do we live on earth? A maximum of years. In fact, many people don't live even beyond 65, 70. They are the lucky ones who go beyond 80 and what have you. So when you look at grandma, she's not very old, but yet she's lived some years, and the few years she will live in this house, she will appreciate for whatever efforts that were done, okay? Yeah. So we saw actually beforehand, we saw Rochelle deciding to do some purchases for grandma, okay? Buying some items for women, towels, you know, bed sheets. But then everything has to go on camera. That's the unfortunate bit with the content creators. Nothing is done in in secrecy. Okay. So Rosho went to purchase a lot of stuff, and of course I've seen in the video that Marwa is currently doing. A lot of stuff has been shown in that video. So we saw purchases being done. Of course I didn't watch the entire video. I just watched at the end, you know, the lamp, the what, all that, the pictures, the curtains. Okay. Which is okay. I don't know what you think about this.
For the food, I only brought 20 kgs of rice today, and tomorrow we buy the things that get waste easily. So, okay. I don't know if I show you. Yes, I show you that I added these pillows. I will arrange things inside of the house the same morning. So, tomorrow I will buy the rest. And I have here Peter.
Peter Masare.
Yeah, that he wants.
Hello,
He wants to help me to push his channel.
Yes. What's up, guys? Maro here. When you're free, I want to take you around the world.
Okay, yes. From my pocket, I bought decoration for the house to make the house look cute.
Wow.
I will take charge Sunday morning, probably before we open the house. No, Sunday morning.
Okay.
Sunday morning, before we open the house and all of that, I want to come and arrange the house to look beautiful.
Saturday night, Rosie.
Well, Saturday, tomorrow.
Evening. Yes, tomorrow evening.
Okay, tomorrow.
Let me see what.
Okay, so by today, Rosho has actually done it, and so let's go to the video that has just been released after we've gone through this. But before then, we are supposed to see this MRIMI. MRIMI has become a wife batara. Hey. Wife batara.
Halima, she's really crying. Halima, what's the problem?
Mimi amekuja hapo nyumbani ananiambia ati dereva ameniambia ati nichukue mahindi nipeleke Morogoro sijui tatu nipeleke huko ng'ambo. Sasa mimi nikamuuliza ni kweli, anasema ndio. Sasa mimi nikasema mimi mwanaume namjua.
Guys, Halima, she's really crying. I feel so sad for her. She's saying the food that I brought here, Morimi, he's selling right now everything. That's why he's crying.
Sababu najua tu anataka kwenda kuuza.
Kuja tumsikie.
Anaanza kunichapa mkono amenivunja.
So Halima is being beaten up. Sad story.
Can you imagine? Imagine, MRIMI has always been supported by David Jr. Regardless of how little he's... All right, so sometimes network here. MRIMI is a very funny guy. He's not ready to change, I don't think. He's just in the same WhatsApp group with Matiko. Same WhatsApp group. All he knows is about money, little money. He goes to drink, little money. And he knows very well that he's actually working alongside David Jr. on the platform of some subscribers. And in fact, have seen a lot of subscribers complaining to David Jr., telling him, why can't you dump this guy and concentrate on the school students. And I knew this was coming. You remember the last reaction I did when people are saying that when Halima is given money to beautify herself, that it will be her money. And I told you guys that it's not possible. You know, a drunkard, it's not possible. That money, I'm so sure that MRIMI had to tell Halima to give him part of it. You know, with time, people are slowly rejecting to help MRIMI because MRIMI does not want to focus in life. All he does is to treat himself like a boss. He wants to be in the same WhatsApp group with David Jr. Like he wants to feel big when he has not even yet started crawling. You know, distanced from him. Currently, there are people who used to send some money so that MRIMI is helped, but they have stopped because they are simply not seeing him grow. And we've seen a lot of complaints. If you have been watching David Jr., you know clearly that some people are not willing to help MRIMI because he drinks. You know, it's better you help someone and you see that he's trying to run a business and maybe he's having a challenge, or farming and having a challenge, or building and having a challenge. But if all that you see is that they drink liquor, you wouldn't be encouraged, okay? So that is what exactly happening with MRIMI. Now MRIMI decides to begin wife battering process. He had to beat Halima and almost break her hand. Hey, guys, he almost broke the hand of Halima. Can you imagine? Anyway, let's go for it.
Mbona bibi analia? Shida iko wapi?
And you know he's bouncing in the home. Even as David Jr. asks him what is happening, he's just bouncing there. And of course, now that Halima has already explained what's happening, David Jr. decided to ask MRIMI, let me hear, because they always say that MRIMI says the truth. But even when you are saying the truth, always doing wrong and saying the truth, does that make you better? I don't think so. So MRIMI decides to beat the wife because the wife is not allowing him to sell maize that was allegedly bought by David Jr. as food for them. So I'm just wondering, what about the chicks? What about the goat? What will happen? One day he may wake up and decide to beat up Halima and send her way back to Tanzania so that he sells all the goats and chicks. Anyway, let's hope for the best.
I'm asking MRIMI, what's the problem? What's the problem, MRIMI? Mimi sikukwambia utoloke upeane mahindi upeleke kila sehemu. Shida iko wapi? What's the problem, my brother? If that's what I can use, because I've been teaching you everything they have seen. Speaking, what's the problem? If I'm the wrong person to this woman, you know. Good. Why beat a lady? Why beat a lady with a cooking stick? Why? Why? And Halima, she has been helpful to you, cooking, even weeding. Why MRIMI do that? And you have a hard-working lady. Right now she's crying. So right now you are threatening her, you want to kill her. This is very, very sad, MRIMI. This is very, very sad. Why?
Halima, Halima, Halima. Halima, Halima, Halima. How many times have I called you? MRIMI will indeed do what he's promising. Because in Nyabohanze, what we know, this thing is scot-free. Is it the same MRIMI that was crying when Matikos had to deal with him? And he was pretending that he's never violent. Halima, you can never be too blind. You can never be too blind, my sister. Because once someone shows that they are physically abusive, run, Morife. And MRIMI has the guts to open his mouth and speak. Will you keep quiet? He has the guts to speak. Can you imagine? Would you even have the guts to speak if you have misbehaved as MRIMI here? I'm so sympathetic to this woman, but then it is what it is. She's sticking around because she knows that currently it is because of MRIMI that people are supporting her through David Jr. And so, she goes on to actually stick around regardless of knowing that MRIMI is not the best of the person ever. You know? So let's listen to what happened and how exactly it happened. Because she's bringing the cooking stick. I've never seen a situation where a man uses a cooking stick on a woman. Hey, it is always women who use cooking sticks. But in MRIMI's home, MRIMI had to use a cooking stick. Maybe the Korea people do so. Let's listen for more. I wish I would watch JT. I don't know whether JT has done anything on this.
Beat your wife, she's crying. Because we've been always helping her. The whole world, they are watching. Milk that I brought yesterday is nothing. Why
Kama hayako Mungu shahidi. Kama hayako. Yamebaki pakiti 4. Mungu shahidi ni pakiti 4.
Ona ulipatia mama pakiti ngapi?
Si pakiti moja yenyewe. Ulichukua leo umechukua.
Juzi ndo nimewalete.
Leo umechukua pakiti. Jana ulichukua pakiti 2 unaenda kuuza unakunywa.
Yeye ananiona. Me I don't drink tea.
Hata so sana. Akija kwambia kitu chenye ulifanya hapa si ulichukua maziwa nipiga hadi jana. Na tena unaniambia Mahindi unaniambia simsikilizi kitu chenye namwambia.
Mahindi nilileta mkulu.
Ulikuwa umeniambia nini? Si nikusiaga. Kwani kusaga si ulikuwa naomba gologolo ngapi? Si ulikuwa unaniambia Devi amekwambia zingine upeleke ng'ambo.
Mimi nikakwambia ulete Mahindi uchukue kutoka hapo. Mimi nikakwambia MRIMI mbele ya Mungu. Mbele ya Mungu.
Mbele za Mungu. Okay. Na kitu chenye
Okay. Why?
And this man is so dramatic. Hey. MRIMI is very dramatic. He's even laughing at the idea. He doesn't see any problem with what he's doing. And he moves ahead and says, Mbele ya Mungu. I don't know why you would use the name of God in such mediocrity. How would you mention the name of God in such mediocrity? When I'm dealing with human matters, you don't mention God. You don't. I don't know. People in Nyabohanse like abusing the name of God all the time. God, 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 God is my witness. God, I don't know what. And that is when you look at the commandments, a clear commandment says we should not swear the name of God in vain. So I don't know whether people understand this in Nyabohanse, because they keep swearing about God, mentioning God in vain, like 20 times a day, mentioning God in their own problems, which is very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate because now MRIMI here is laughing, yet he has been beating the wife with a stick. And the reason as to why he has been doing so is because he wants to sell food in the house, food that was donated. It's because he wants even to sell milk, because he doesn't take tea. He would rather sell the milk and God take alcohol. Can you imagine? The audacity in the A. The effrontery in the E. It's just too much. It's just too much. I've not looked at other people and how they have reacted to this, but then I just feel that MRIMI deserves to be taken to jail. It is high time that Halima should stand, not just complain and say, you beat me yesterday, because one day she'll be destroyed. If MRIMI is threatening that he will kill her, he might do it. People don't just say what they can do. He might. Anyway, let's listen to the solution. Will David Jr. give a solution here?
Okay. My question is, why beat your wife? Why beat your wife?
I haven't beaten him because...
You haven't beaten her and she's crying. Anasema hujachapwa.
amenipiga nina mwiko mjiponi, hata watu wakiwepo ananichapa na mwiko alafu ananiacha.
So sad. So what Halima is saying, MRIMI is threatening her that he can kill her. Why threaten? Why threaten your wife?
Doesn't respect me.
You wanna marry another person? Because why tell her you wanna marry another person?
Unajua hapa ni kwa kamera unaongea.
Ni ukweli. Acha watu waone.
Unajua ni kamera unaongea.
Ni ukweli.
Wacha mambo yako.
Mbona
usikumpiga bana? Wacha mambo yako.
Huku nipiga nini? Kwa una kitu huku nipiga, kwa hiyo vitu vyenye unanifanyia huku nipiga. Kwa huku nipiga una kitu unanipiga. Kwa hiyo hadi nasikia mkono ukiuma alafu nasema
lakini si vizuri. Huyu anakusaidia kulima. Si nimempata akipalilia peke yake. Tuseme tu kweli.
Kazi yake ni pombe tu, amechukua maziwa anaenda kukunywa pombe.
Sema tu kweli. Leta maziwa yenye imebaki. Yaani MRIMI huyu msichana anakusaidia mpaka hata kupalilia shamba, kila kitu mga. Nilikuja nikamhurumia sana. Leta maziwa yenye imebaki. All of these, only these has remained. All of these. And I brought this milk a day after yesterday. Guys, you saw the video. Only this milk. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 packets.
Zingine akachukua kabisa.
Zingine gani nikachukua nini na wewe? Mama si nilimpatia jana paketi moja
hiyo ni kamera.
Ni ukweli, acha ongee.
Pombe yenye anakunywa macho anakuwa mekundu. Kila akichukua hizi vitu anaenda kukunywa, anakuja kulala anaanza kulipiga.
Halima, she's really crying because MRIMI what he does, he beats.
Hapa anaanza kusoma kuhusu mama yangu, eti mama yangu alikufa sababu ya kwenda
Sasa yeye mwenyewe ananiambia eti ataenda. Yeye mwenyewe ananiambia ataenda. Pole. Tufanye kitu tutafanya. Pole. Chenye ni chako ni chako, chenye ni changu ni changu. Umesikia? Haya. Wewe fanya aje? Chukua chenye unaona ni chako, wewe nenda kwenu.
Fanya tu mwema hapa.
Sawa. Hivyo tu.
Tunamsikia
kabisa. Uniheshimu kitu chochote hata dakika moja.
Amekuja mwambie basi.
Haya basi wacha ujinga nitakuja nikuchape tena mbele ya hii kamera.
Can you imagine?
Wewe chukua chenye unaona ni chako, kwa chako uende.
Kwani si ni ukweli? Kwa hiyo kitu chenye
tutaishi na wewe, mimi nikwambie ukweli. Kabisa. Kabisa.
Hapana, mrayo sipo. Unajua huyo msana na kusaidia. Guys, I'm trying to tell.
So let me ask you guys, if you look at that, is David Jr. really solving a problem here? Because if you are David Jr., I wouldn't continue to let them continue quarreling, because after all, David Jr. doesn't stay here and he will be going away. And MRIMI will still beat Halima because he's a masculine man and he doesn't work. All he does is to sit along the whole day. He does not work. All he does is to roam around, then he wants to sell things in the house and then buy liquor. And of course, reason it's because the subscribers of David Jr. who are supporting him decided to to put their foot down and say that he has to work for him to be paid. So now he doesn't have free money. But people are still supporting the wife, especially on projects such as chicken, goats, and all that. So MRIMI has begun to feel jealous. Hey, the vocabulary comes. He has turned jealous against the wife. And he feels like because Halima is doing better, she would rather go away so that he marries another woman who will maybe be foolish enough to allow him to drink alcohol as much as he is being assisted. Halima seems to be an assertive woman. No wonder MRIMI is not ready to stay with her. And that is the truth of the matter from my perspective. I don't know what you think, guys. Because Halima is very hardworking. We've seen her cooking and even selling food stuff at Timwango's place. We've seen her also, standing with the goats and all that. So MRIMI is now decided, he has been denying on camera, the honest man, according to David Jr. and Timwango, has decided to say that Halima should go away with what belongs to her. He has even decided that because Halima said she will go away, she will die the same way the mother died, in roaming around. Can you imagine? Very bitter messages. And in my thought, I just believed that Halima, if I were Halima, I would just decide to go away, because it seems here in Nyabohanse, very few people want to stay with their wives. Because when you look at Matiko, the same thing. Look at Angomo, there was a same story, but recently I heard someone saying the wife of Angomo. In fact, it was Rosho. Then there is also Gitriba. Gitriba also rejected the wife because he wants a Muzungu. Mayugno did the same. Masubo, we have seen problems there. Gintu, the same. So it is clear that Ahmad Cooking is saying that Murimi is not masculine. He's a narcissist. He is a narcissist because, again, he's also unreasonable. Unreasonable because how do you sell food in the house to go buy liquor? Liquor that will destroy you, because health-wise, it doesn't add value to you. All it does is to spoil you. But Murimi has been cheating sometimes that he takes little, but I don't believe so. And I remember in one of the reaction I said that David Jr. is trying so much to help these guys, but they are not changing. They are not ready to change because they know these donors will continue giving. So they just want to be there. And that day I called them lazy, him with Brian, and some people were quite annoyed, very annoyed with the word. In fact, it was one person who said, don't call them lazy. But they are very lazy. Like Murimi refused even to, plant his own maize. He had to hire people, and those people are paid almost 4,000 shillings. Money that could have been used for something else had to be used to plant maize. Yet, personally, I am employed by the government, but when I'm planting maize, for example, if it's a nearby farm, especially if I stay there, I wouldn't have to be hiring people to do it if it's a small piece of farm. You simply come out of your farm and do it, Ahmad is saying selfish intentions and wishing doom on those who leave you is classical narcissist behavior, right? It's very true. And again, Halima was not even ready to leave. Halima has been staying with this guy when he's the worst of the worst. In fact, currently, if you compare the time Dimwango was buying a piece of land there and now, Murimi has really had a lot of improvement, and I think it's because of Halima. It's thanks to Halima. Halima has been doing a lot of, she has been so persistent in making sure she prepares food, she goes sells at the construction farms, and then she brings that money home, And then donors began to see that she's so hardworking. And I think that's how they decided to help them even in constructing the toilet. So Murimi doesn't want to stay with this woman because she's so assertive and people are seeing her effort than him. People are blaming him for taking liquor while they are appreciating Halima for being hardworking. So I think in his own selfish narcissist behavior, he does not like to see people praising the wife. He would have rather had people forgetting about Halima and talking about him and donating every blessed day. So because they stopped and they are complaining a lot on David Jr.'s wall, and of course David Jr. came out in his videos and said it before Brian and Murimi. Murimi even started sleeping away outside. There is a day David Jr. came around and he asked Halima where Murimi is, and Halima said that she does not know because Murimi did not spend around. Then when Murimi came about, he said he was with Brian. And that question goes back to the question Masubo asked about Brian and Murimi. What is going around? What is going on between them? Because even when Brian was sleeping in this house, we remember, Murimi testified that he stopped sleeping in the bedroom and started sleeping in the sitting room. With who? Brian. And now Brian has gone back home and he has refused to stay there. He has had to come back to this village. He is still spending with Murimi, but elsewhere, not in the house. So what is happening? That is another question we have to ask. What exactly is happening? So MRIMI doesn't seem to be focused on the family. He only pretends and holds the baby. I remember the day the baby was also admitted. MRIMI came about to tell people that the child needs money for hospital. David Jr. has not paid and such things. And he was talking to David Jr., I remember, to Dimango. And Dimango was asking, is it not David who paid for the hospital? And MRIMI said, no, it's not that, and we need some money. Then David Jr. came in the evening, and he was running to pick the baby. Can you see the baby, And David Jr. said, no, I'm busy. So I realized that MRIMI is a self-driven narcissist with classical narcissist behavior, just as Ahmed Cooking has indicated. And he doesn't care about Halima at all, because you cannot remind someone about the dead mother. However evil you are, you cannot refer to someone and tell them, it is because of this that you'll die like your dead mother. How? How can you even talk about the dead? Because if they died, let them rest in peace. And the reason why some people walk out from marriage is not because they want, it's because you are not seeing progress. You are seeing something that is stagnant. Everyone wants progress. There is no life in something that is stagnant. People want life that is progressing. So MRIMI is stagnant. How does he expect Halima just to sit around? And it's not only stagnant, he is trying to beat her with a cooking stick, trying to break the hand, and he has had to threaten on camera. He has even told her, I'll not stay with you, no matter what. Which means, without the camera, what does he say? Just as Halima is saying, he has told her that she should go away with whatever is hers, and he's preparing to marry another woman. Yeah, so he repeated that on camera. Can you imagine? So as we continue with this, let's see this.
Everything possible. Right now, MRIMI is telling her pack your things. She doesn't want to see her here. Alafu ona mimi zile ng'ombe nilipatiana kwenu, zile nilipatiana bibi yako sana. Sawa basi. Haya. Acha hii maneno. Sitalipata kitu moja. Wewe kama wananidai tulia. Wewe unanifanyia kwanza. Wewe madharau yako. Huyo jamaa mwanamke nilimpata na mwanamke na mwanaume. Unaniambia ujinga hapa. Unaanza kunianza kunisingizia na mambo eti mwanaume. Nilikupata na mwanaume, sikukupata na mwanaume. Haya sawa. Chukua chenye unaona ni chako, pack and go. Wacha niishi maisha yangu. Now where do you want her to go? Tell us. Huyu mwanamke hawana nidharau, alafu mwisho wa siku unarudi kuona eti mimi ni mjinga. Haya, nilikupata na mwanaume, sikukupata na mwanaume. Ukweli uongo? Paka ngo. Chukua chenye unaona ni chako, wewe pakia uende. Haya sawa. Haya tulia. Nenda kwenu. Na mtoto utaenda naye. Sawa. Chenye ni chako chukua chako. Mtoto utabaki hapa, utabaki na mtoto na wewe utaenda kwenu. Guys, this is a broken story from this other side. Mimi nimesikia vibaya. Watu wameshinda wakiwa support, chakula inachukuliwa mnaenda kuuza. I'm telling MRIMI right now, I'm so heartbroken.
Okay. So indeed, that is a typical narcissist who cares about his image, not about others. He's not even sorry that he's selling food and drinking. He's not even sorry to the subscribers who are helping. He's claiming that he will remain with the baby. And yet he's a drunkard. How can he, a drunkard, remain with a baby? What will he do with the baby? What will he do to the baby also? And he's claiming Halima has been having other men. Why has this had to come out in their quarrel on camera? And it's possible that he's doing that just to make her look bad, but the reality is, I don't even what MRIMI is actually now beginning to accuse her for whatever reason. I don't believe. Now, it ended just in a sad situation with arguments.
Ulienda ukaishi Nyankole siku ngapi? Siku 3. Ukaishi Nyankole na mwanaume siku ngapi? Siku 4. Wewe ulitaka mwanamke hapo ukaoa. Ulitaka mwanamke hapo ukaoa. Sasa ulikuwa unalipisha. Niachane mimi. Ulikuwa unalipisha. Tulia. Wewe wewe nenda tafadhali.
Kwa nalipisha nini? Sulileta kama mwanamke, sulileta kama mwanamke hapa.
Yaani kabisa bana, huyu mwanamke mimi namjaribu kujiheshimisha.
Now what do you want to tell her? Tell her.
Kama
Speak to the camera.
hakunipenda kwani?
Bali amba kanto kayo kwa asu
Ndina kaganto nakako on. Why should I put off the camera?
Kitu chenye anafanya huyu ni kitu kikubwa kwenye nimetoka na huyu ni kitu
Mambo huyu msichana msamaha.
vitu vyenye anaanza vibaya sana. Ananifanyia vitu vibaya.
I'm trying to tell Morimi he should apologize to her because this lady guys she works to sit train.
Okay, sasa okay.
Huyu msichana anakufanyia shamba. Unafikiri wanawake wangapi watakufanyia
Ndio
shamba?
anasema niva nitoe aoe mwana mwingine na tutaishi na yeye siku nyingine.
Huyu msichana anakupendanga na anakufanyia kila kitu. Hata wewe unajua. And people support you because of her. Na namwambia Halima watu wanawasupport kwa sababu yako. I swear, maziwa nilikwambia ni huyu mtoto alifanya na yeye. You have apologize. Fanya hivi. Fanya hivi.
Okay. Wacha nikwambie, unajua hii ni kamera. Na hii maneno yanaenda
Jana nimekaa hapa na rafiki yangu akatoka huko akaanza kunitusi mbele ya rafiki yangu.
Mbona kumbusha vitu kama hivyo? Imagine wewe mama yako angekuwa alafu nakumbusha vitu kama hivi.
Nini amba kutoka YouTube.
Na wewe unafanya vitu zenye haziko. So sad with that guy. So sad with that guy what he's doing. So sad what the guy is doing.
Anyway, at the end of the day, this has hung.
I'm so sad what that guy is doing. Guys,
At the end of the day, what I felt is like is that David Jr. is not actually giving any solution unless he understands that the staying together of the two will continue also to drive some subscribers to keep watching his videos. Or else, in this situation, MRIMI will not learn to behave better. He will not. And once a narcissist, forever a narcissist. I don't believe that he can change. Actually, I don't. Because if they ever had a problem separated long ago, it will still recur. They have finally told us their story. You know, they have finally told us their story. And a narcissist will always come and pretend to be so good. And then again, they erupt and do the same thing. Okay? They erupt and do the same thing. Okay? Yeah. So, for me, this has been my reaction today. I didn't want to go through a lot. Though I wanted to actually focus on what Marwa was doing. But I think I'll cover that tomorrow morning. I think somewhere 9. Because I've not had time to really cover a lot today. And again, I have another channel I have to go to and check what has to happen there. Because I've been seeing some video there. But I was not able to go through. You know. Yeah, so bye-bye for now. Thank you so much. Ahmad Cooking was very supportive in the entire video. He watched the entire time and I'm so appreciative. And there were two other people. I don't know whether it's a Sikh and another. They also watched me for a very long time. I really appreciate your support, brother. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for those who gave me the 3 likes. May God bless you. I'll be checking whether you have channels also. I get to see what you do and see how we can grow together. Bye-bye for now. Let's meet again tomorrow on this channel by 9 and another video will come a bit earlier. I've always been doing my videos earlier, but of late, I've had challenges with a lot of activities I have to do. Okay? So thank you and bye.